All right, as we start this, okay, the biggest thing, we do some different things here. We have what we call first level, second level, and third level RPOs, okay? Our first level RPOs is what we do off our zone read game, and again, by throwing bubbles or different things off of it, but we're reading the D end, and then sometimes we have pass concepts. So, we'll read the end and we'll have like a kind of a lead blocker, and the quarterback will throw a pass concept off it. So we do some things off our zone read game, throwing the football. And again, that's the biggest thing to like I said, to kind of get an advantage and give the defensive end different looks. Our second level RPOs, our linebacker, invert safeties, we run our RPOs off those guys. That's kind of what I'm going to talk about today. And again, we do that a lot off our inside zone and our gap schemes. Okay, and then finally, the last RPO is we call them triple option RPOs, where you're going to kind of run the zone read. You could have an option. You could have the option to throw a bubble. There's a bunch of different things, but we just file that all under the category of triple option because that's really what we're doing. Okay. So now we talk about like the why for the RPOs. Okay. The first level RPOs, as I said, is to control the defensive end, and it's also a way to get the quarterback to the perimeter. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'll get you back. All right, it's a way to get to the quarterback on the perimeter. So again, reading that guy, getting him on the perimeter without sprinting out and going there. The second level one's the biggest thing we're trying to do with these second level RPOs is we're trying to dirty the eyes of the linebackers, and then we're trying to slow them down. Okay, if we give them some eye candy, like I said, everybody says, you see big and you see wrong. So we're just trying to give them a bunch of eye candy to dirty their eyes, and then also is to assist us in the run game with 8-man boxes. If you run the football effectively, you're going to get those 8-man boxes, and it has to be, we have to have the ability to run the football and move the football without just relying on quarterback runs, which we all too often fall in love with against, extra man boxes. And then the final, like I said, the triple option RPOs, we want to stress the defense horizontally, but we use these a lot on third down. One of the things, I saw, Dino Babers talk one time, and one of the things when teams get into their exotic third down blitzes, the one thing we've been really effective with is making sure that they are option sound, because guys want to draw up on the board and they look great when they're going to attack the quarterback who's 7 yards behind, the center. But when you get in the situation where, that you're blitzing and now you have to have responsibilities in the option game, that's kind of why we use those RPOs. Okay. The type of RPOs we're going to use. All right. We use a glance, which everybody knows. I mean, obviously, I'll talk about that a little bit. All right, as far as how we do it, we use this to control the 8th man, all right, and invert in the run game, okay? The coaching point for this, and we give our guys, our receivers, is it's a 5-step punch, eyes, locate, okay? We don't design this as a run after the catch throw, right? The reason being is when he takes his 5 steps, he punches, he gets his eyes on the quarterback. When we talk about locate, we want him to locate the open zone. And based on what those guys are doing, it may not be a runaway. Okay, so we tell the quarterback to put the ball right on the body, and in concept, this is not a home run. Okay, this is just a way to get the ball around the safety. All right, when he inverts. Okay, we'll use a vert out. All right, we'll talk about that. We like that against cover 4. All right, it's used to hold the safety when he inverts, who's triggering on the slot. All right, opposite that concept, we'll throw we call a gifter out, which is basically a 4-step speed out. Okay, and I'll talk about how we incorporate that. And then finally, slant slide. Okay, we'll use slant slide predominantly against man coverages. It's used for the 8-man boxes when the safety's already at the second level. Okay, a 1-high look. So now a lot of your thing, you read that guy. So once the safety becomes involved and you have to throw the football, you basically know you're going to get 3-er man. And so that's why we like to go to the slant slide. Look, but again, this is just true duo right now. So I want to start by just kind of talking about duo, and then I'll talk about how we evolved in this and incorporate the RPOs. Okay, but just from an end zone standpoint where I can pause it for you. Okay, so rules wise, all right, well, we tell the center the biggest thing is this is always a backside key for the center. All right, there's 2 reasons for that. One, all right, when we talk here, we'll talk about keys, and then we'll talk about 1+, 1-, 2+. I don't get caught up in the Sam Mike Will stuff because, what happens if this is the strong safety roll down here? I don't care. And I got this from Russ Grimm. He used to always say, I don't care what they are. I care where they are. All right. So that's the biggest thing. So I do it. So we'll key it backside, and that tells the center. Okay. The center's rules is the combo to the key. If it's a front side shade, all right, obviously he'll work with a guard. A backside A-gap defender, he'll work with the backside guard. Okay. The other reason why we key this backside is we like to have some front side keys and some backside keys. If we were going to run inside zone, a lot of the time we'll kill this play with the inside zone weak, where we can just, we can have the backside really solid. So we want to be able to say, hey, here's a key. Everybody thinks this is zone, because we run our zone stuff when we install it the day one. This guy comes across when we run zone, and all our gap schemes are same side. So that and again, we float the back, we go to pistol, we do a bunch of different things. But I also like to mix up where I don't want to, every time we key it, that's where we're running the football. And then obviously from the linebacker standpoint, we talk about keys, all right, and one plus and one minus. Okay, so by getting the backside key, he's going to be solid. The backside guard is if he's covered, he's going to base block. He's man. If he's uncovered, all right, he's going to work with the center. All right, back to the key, which is this right here. All right, and the center will make this, and we make this an A block. All right, like anything else. All right. Now the front side is where a lot of this happens. The play side guard. All right, your responsibility is the block number 1 D tackle, and they're always working. The front side double will always work the +1. Okay. The defensive, the tight end, he's always in and up to number 2. And whoever this is, the B, the fullback, whoever this guy is, he fits off the end man line of scrimmage butt, and he'll block the first thing he sees. This is very important that we tell this guy this is a zone, this is an area block. Okay, if you get a guy coming off the edge, we don't want him to run away from this. We want him to be right off the end man line of scrimmage butt, and you block the first thing you'll see. All right, and I got a couple clips of that where we did it good and we did it bad. Okay. So as you look at this right now, technique-wise, okay, I gallop step on a lot of my gap stuff. All right, we're going to square drag, and we're going to try to get this leg in. It's very important on our gap scheme doubles that we keep our outside arm and leg free, and that we also keep our stagger the way it naturally is. And the reason being that is when guys come off, all right, and we got to adjust. If we allow ourselves to get into a bad stagger, we're going to turn our shoulders. By getting into this with a high leg, what I call a high leg, that allows you to come off and attack this backer without turning your shoulders. You come off, all right, you kind of lose this stagger foot, all right, but you see how this guy, by having that post foot right here, he stays as square as he possibly can in this thing. So for me right now, this is 100% this right here, okay? I'm looking at this backer. He's leveraged. This ball should be 100 miles going, okay? As he goes, he kind of gets spooked by this right here. All right. And obviously it's not a great job by him. All right. And he decides to go here. All right. Now the problem is now he's screwed. All right. Because he stopped his feet. All right. And now he gets tackled by this guy. Okay. It's a good run. It's a positive play. But ideally, when I tell him, as soon as he sees this, he should be widening. All right. And looking to get through the third level. Okay.